Michael, big thank you for joining us. Before we get to this weekend's match, let's talk about how the campaign got started. What a performance against Halifax. How was your afternoon?
It was a really tough game. First half, Halifax came down the hill, played pretty much a perfect game, played really good territory, field position, made it really hard for us to get back up into their territory. I think we were 12-0 down fairly early on. They scored again, making it 16, missed the kick, which I think was pretty important. We managed to sneak a try literally just on the stroke of half-time, which brought us back within 2 scores rather than 3, which I think was a bit of a turning point.
It looks like that try right on half-time was so important and probably changed Craig Lingard's team talk. I'm going to suggest at half-time, I mean, what was the determination like as you came back out on the pitch for the second half?
I think it did put a bit of a more positive slant on the talk because obviously we've got some points on the board, but he was really happy with the performance. He was surprised that we were that far behind, to be fair. We've been under the cosh quite a bit, lots of repeat sets, defended our goal line for long periods and managed to keep them out. The second half, we just took that momentum. We knew that if we continued to do what they did to us, complete high, get in a good field position, we've got a great attacking team, we're going to score points. It's just a matter of making sure that we do the things that allow us to get into those positions in the first place.
And you certainly got into those positions. You yourself got into one of those positions to put yourself over the line. I mean, walk us through your try.
Yeah, it's a typical big man on little man situation. We saw Dufresne was defending in the middle. 1 metre crash over. There's not much more to say about it.
Well, that's 2 points to kick the campaign off with. And obviously, I mean, before we talk about the Newcastle match, what's the expectation for this year? Because it was such a brilliant season last year for the Batley Bulldogs, you know, getting to the playoffs and the semi-finals. I mean, what's the expectations like early doors for this campaign?
I think a lot of people think that we overachieved last year. But in the camp, we don't think we did. We think that we got there on merit and team spirit. There's a lot of resolve, a lot of times we were just stuck in games, hung in there and stole it in the last few minutes, last 5-10 minutes of a game. There's a really good ethos in the squad, in the team, and that's what we're looking to bring again this year and try and replicate the great season we had last year.
There's plenty of familiar faces in the squad that were there last year. I mean, how much of continuity is important to what's trying to be achieved at Mount Pleasant?
It is important, yeah. There's often a lot of time in pre-season where you're getting to know how people run, how people play, the timings, the style of play, and we've got a lot of that already in. We've got a couple of new key players as well, so there is still things that need to be ironed out and things that will develop. But there's always a chance of complacency. We think we can do it, so we don't need to put the effort in. And Craig's really keen on making sure that doesn't slip in, and that we try and push on further than we were, rather than just be happy with what we've achieved last year.
So Newcastle away this weekend. They've had a good start to the season as well. So what's your thoughts on this challenge this week?
It's going to be another tough game. Teams are still finding their feet in terms of it's a new season. It's the first competitive hit out last week. People will be coming back from injuries and things as well. So we're fortunate in that we've got largely the same squad, but we did have a couple of knocks at the weekend, a couple of head injuries, which mean that 1 or 2 are going to miss out this week. So there will be a slightly different squad out, and it's about how we adjust to that, how we adapt to that, and how we overcome it. But last time we went up there, the bus broke down on the way there. We got there with 10 minutes before kick-off. We managed to stick together, pull together, and get the result that time. So hoping to replicate that.